If you want to make your first AI agent that does work for you, but you'd never built one before, in a minute, you'll have an AI agent that searches for the top 5 latest AI news, turns the best news article into a YouTube short script, Instagram reel, and TikTok script, as well as a post for LinkedIn, X, Facebook with both images and text, even if you're a complete beginner. So if you want to grow your personal brand, this helps you make content every single day. All you need to do is to follow this video step by step and you'll get this agent set up without any code. Let's get into it. First, make your account. Since Make is a partner of this video, you can go in the link in the description to get a 1 month of the pro plan for free. Make is a free forever platform, but you might as well get the best deal right now. Just sign up with Google, Facebook, or GitHub and click on sign up for free. Now that you're on the inside, I'm going to show you step by step how to create your first AI agent. So let's go to step number 1, make the agent. Just click on AI agents in the left side, and on this screen, let's go to the top right and click on create agent. If this is your first time, all you need to do is to click on add and add the Makes AI provider connection. Just click on save. Now let's give it a name. Let's name it AI content agent, and in the model we can select between small, medium, and large. I'll go with the medium, and then we need to provide a system prompt. I'm going to show you how that looks like on the inside. Let's just put an X there for now and click on save. Now we're on the inside of the agent itself, and you see that we can provide it a system prompt, context with background information, files, data, and everything. We can connect with MCP servers that allows us to use their tools, and we can also build our own internal system tools. On the right side, we also have a testing ground where we can write a message right here and test the agent throughout the creation of it to improve its responses. Since this agent is going to do research for us and it's going to do writing for us, I'm going to paste this prompt in here. There is a link to this document in the description down below, so you can copy and paste just like this. The basics is that if it's a research request, you do this. If it's a post writing request, you do this, as well as a couple of rules for it to follow. But if we try to use it right now, nothing is going to happen because we haven't added any system tools. So we need to build these tools ourselves that we can get the agent to trigger. So let's just click on top right and click on save. Then let's jump to step number 2, create the trigger. From the home page, just click on create scenario. And as you can see, we're starting from scratch. And right now we need to trigger the AI agent. There are several ways to do this, but let me show you my favorite. Here we have Slack, Gmail, Microsoft Teams, and Telegram, and there's of course a lot more. The main thing I want you to take a look at is that these apps allow you to send a message, but also to get back a message in an easy chat interface. So it doesn't really matter which one you go with. I'm going to go with Slack for this demonstration. So all we gotta do is search for Slack, and I'm going to watch for an event. I'll click on it, then I'll create a webhook. I'll click on event type and have a new channel message. If your channel is private, you can use this one. I'll click on channel message. Here I've already connected my Slack, and in channel I can select the correct one that I'm using called Pam. Once that's done, I'll just click on save and save again. Now that we've set up the trigger, I'm going to start the AI agent by writing AI agent and click on run an agent. In the top we can choose our agent. The one that we're going to use is the AI content agent. Now we can select different tools that we're going to create in just a second. But the most important part for this is to add a message. So I'll click on add item. I'll select a message, and here all we need is the text that we get from the message. So just click on that, just like that, and now you have it in the message field that is getting sent to your AI agent. Once that's done, all you got to do is click on save. Now for the last step is we're going to add a filter by clicking on this icon here and clicking on set up a filter. The reason for that is this watches for new events from any type. even if it's a bot. And that means that it's going to get triggered by its own messages once we get an input. So what we're going to do is have this condition be that if you see a bot ID, we're going to have it be doesn't exist. That means that it's not going to run. The second part is we're going to add the bot ID from bot profile. So you can see it right here. Click on bot ID, and that means that no bot messages are going to get sent through. Just like that, we'll save it. And now it's only you or a person from your team that can activate this AI agent. Now, all we need to do is to turn it on immediately as data arrives, click on save, and to rename it in the top. Once that's done, just go back outside by clicking here and making sure you save the changes. And now we're going to test it by having it on and going into our Slack channel. As you can see, I'm on the correct channel and I'm just going to send a test message like, for example, hello, and let's see what happens. As you can see, it triggered and it activated the AI agent. But the problem is it doesn't know how to use any tools. We need to get a research agent and we need to get a content writing agent. So let's head to step number 3, make the research scenario. From the front page of Make, just click on create a scenario and let the fun begin. The first node that we're going to use is called Perplexity AI, and we're going to create a chat completion. The reason we're using Perplexity is because it's the best at going out through the web and finding articles for us. So if you don't have a connection, just click on Add. And here you need to find your Perplexity API key. Just go to perplexity.ai, make an account, and then click in your account at the bottom and click on API. Now click on API keys and click on create key. Enter a name for it like make and click on create key. Copy it by clicking on this button, going back into Make again and pasting it right here. Just make sure that you have set up API billing by adding a payment method and added something like 5 credits to get it to work. Don't worry, Perplexity is really cheap to use. The model we're going to use is called Sonar, and the message that we're going to send to it, we're first going to select the role of a system. This is to provide more instructions on what it should actually do. Again, in the document that I have for you in the link in the description, you'll find this system message right here. Just copy it and go back into Perplexity again and just paste it right here. What this does is this gives it guidelines on exactly what it should do when it's triggered. And for this scenario, we're going to find the top 5 AI news that are based on the last 3 days. And then we're going to add a new item by clicking here. This is going to be our user message. Again, I have it in the document down below. It's a very simple prompt. Find today's top 5 AI news stories. Let's go back to the Perplexity module again and click on paste. Just like that, you've gotten all you need to create the Perplexity module. Just click on save, but now we need to send it back to Slack again. So let's click on create a message. We'll click on enter a channel ID, select from the list and find our channel PAM in the list. Then we need to select the text. Inside of Perplexity, it's going to be under choices. Then on the message, we output the content. Now I want to go down to advanced settings so we can change just a couple of things. I like to select a new icon for the bot that's going to send to Slack. As you can see, you can use any of these emojis to give the bot an icon it sends every time. And because this is a research scenario, we're going to use the magnifying glass in the icon emoji. Then we're going to give it a username, Research Agent Rhonda. This is very cool for the next steps coming up. So now we have everything we need to send a message. But to get the AI agent to integrate, we first have to save, then click on every 15 minutes. And here, it's very important that we set the run scenario to on demand. This allows the AI agent to trigger it and use it as a tool. So let's click on save, activate the scenario, And make sure to change the name to Research Agent Rhonda to test that it actually works. Let's click on Run Once. First, Perplexity is going to search for the top 5 AI news today. Then Slack is going to send a message. So we got the message here, but we have an issue, and that is that we get these pop-ups. So let's disable that. Inside of Slack, make sure in the advanced settings you have on the unf URL is what we don't want. So let's click on no on text-based content and no on media content. Let's click on save again, click on run once, and it will do the same thing again. Hopefully we get a better format. Now, as you can see, the news are a lot more organized. We see the headline in the top, a quick summary, the link to the article itself, and the date when the article was released. But as you can see, it's from me. And I actually want it to be from Rhonda the bot. I'm going inside the connection again and making sure it's the Slack bot connection and keep everything else the same. Let's test it once more. And just like that, the research agent Rhonda is now in the chat. And it seems most of the news is around the Made on YouTube event where YouTube unveiled a couple of new Gen AI tools. So we can click on this link that is from today, where the news was VO3 Fast was going to go into YouTube Shorts. I think it's a really cool idea. So the next question becomes, how do we turn this article into a social post for all different platforms? Let's go to step number 4, make the content writer. Just click on create scenario. Just to make this easy for you, I'm going to give you the blueprint of this automation in the Google Docs in description down below. Because as you can see, it is a little bit more complex. So I made it available in the link in the description. You just click on make blueprint download, click on it, click on the download button. And in your new scenario, just click on the 3 dots in the bottom, click on import blueprint and select the one we just downloaded. Click on save. And just like that, this should be in your Make account. Just to explain in high level everything that happens right here, without going into every single detail, Perplexity AI starts everything off with a prompt that will open and read the article that you just gave to it. It will extract all the key factual information and output it in this format here. Next, we bring that up to the writer that writes the post for every single social media. We then have a formatter that makes it so it looks nice on Slack. But you might be wondering, what is this bottom row right here? Well, something that's really cool is that Perplexity AI can actually output images. As you can see, you can just turn this return images yes, and we get 5 images into our Slack message, which is awesome because we might be able to use that in our content. So what happens here is that we basically just open this list of images that have 5 images inside them, and then we send a Slack message as well with 5 images. But to get this to work with our AI agent, we have to do a couple things. First, we have to go into the scenario inputs. That is going to be the input for Perplexity AI. And what we want it to get as an input is the input URL that we get from the AI agent in the trigger step. And to set that up, all we need to do is to click on the scenario inputs and outputs. And in the input URL, you see that we have the name input_URL with the description that this is the link to the news article you want me to make a social post for. This allows the AI agent to give us that input URL from the last step. So let's just click on save. And here again, we have to click on every 15 minutes to on demand turned on. Now let's test it out. Let's click on run once. And now we can input the URL we want. Because we aren't sending it with the AI agent, we have to enter it here. And let's click on OK. First, Perplexity is going to search through the article and find all the key points. Then it's going to send it up to the writer into the formatter that then creates a Slack message. And then on the bottom here, we get sent 5 images. As you can see, it's now completed. Let's check Slack. Boom, just like that. We get a headline summary, the URL again. We get an image prompt if we want to put that inside an AI generator. But The most important part is that you get a YouTube script, Instagram Reel, and TikTok script. This has some incredible prompt engineering and should be around 150 words, so you can easily film content. On top of that, the LinkedIn post, YouTube post, Pinterest, and X posts are all here, but of course, we get images as well. So here is an image of the event itself that could be fantastic to post on your social media. And then we get some other ones that Perplexity found when it was doing its search. This is of course coming from the writer, Pam. Now that you can see the content writer working, let's go to step number 5, finalizing the agent. To get this to all work, we have to do a couple of things. The first thing I recommend is always to make a folder, name it and click on save. Then just drag all your scenarios into this folder. Here we have the trigger and the content writer as well. Now when you click on the folder, make sure that everything is turned on. Then let's head to AI agents, click on our AI content agent, and in the system tools, we're going to click on add, go to your folder, and here we have to add a description so the AI agent knows when to use it. For research agent, we're going to say, use this tool every time you need to do research for the latest AI tools or news. Let's click on save. And for the content writer, use this tool every time you need to create content like social posts. Make sure to give the link. I'm going to click on save. And now, as you can see, we can toggle them on in the top right and then click on add. Now you should see the research agent and the content writer agent in the system tools. So if you click on save right now, we can test it. So inside of the Slack channel, I'm going to write the first thing, what's new in AI? Enter, and you can see that the trigger Pam has started the AI agent. And just like that, our researcher Rhonda is coming back with 5 links of what's happening. And out of all these 5 articles, I can choose that this was the most attention grabbing for me, that OpenAI and Anthropic published the latest data on AI platform usage patterns. As you can see, the article has a lot of really cool data. So let's take that link and I'll just ask it to write content about this link right here. Send it. You can see that it got triggered once again, and you can see the content writer is working, and writer Pam comes back with all the social media posts, including the YouTube, Instagram Reel, and TikTok script, all the different social platforms, and it comes back with these amazing beautiful images that I can already see get turned into a viral social post. So you've now created a research agent that can do research. You have a writer that can do the writing, even all the images to help you make content. And we've only just set up 2 automations. Just imagine your AI agent getting access to even more tools so you can scale with control. The best part is that you don't have to make them yourself. If you click on the templates, you see an overview of over 2,500 pre-built templates that you can start using right away. And since you watched this video, hopefully you feel like you can set these all up. Plug them into your AI agent, and once you have scaled with control, click on the grid and you can visually see your entire AI automation landscape in real time. As you can see, this is what we built in this demonstration, and you're able to see how everything connects. So if you want to set up your first one now, grab my document in the link in the description, completely for free. If you want to dive deeper into automation, check out my school community and stay tuned for more videos on YouTube. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.